The inaugural Empower Youth Indaba brought together influential leaders across the areas of job creation, employment policy and youth development under the theme Reimagining Livelihoods and Recovering Lost Ground. According to Statistics South Africa, the country's official unemployment rate was 32.1% in the third quarter of last year, with an employment rate of 45.5% for young people aged between 15 to 34. Minister Sindisiwe Chikunga spoke of available opportunities, with government hopeful of a different picture in the coming 5 years.
We're looking at our oceans economy. That is an untapped opportunity for South Africa to say how best are we going to deal with that. But of course we referred, I don't know whether I should be repeating the speech, but we referred to AI, we referred to robotics, we referred to technology that is there, which young people must focus on, because the future of work is actually directing us towards that. So it's things that we're looking at. But of course in South Africa we've got land that must be distributed to young people so that they do not be like us, who up until today do not own any land. They must own land, because out of land then a lot of economic activities can take place.
The President signed into law the Expropriation Act, which the government is hoping will result in opportunities for young people on projects, particularly in agriculture. But young people highlighted barriers to entry into the job market, with those that have started businesses also struggling to navigate the challenges. One of them is the founder of Duma Collective, Sibu Babena.
As a youth, I am 33 years old, I am black, I am female, but I do also happen to be a founder of a company that employs 48 people permanently. I also have another company that employs 5 people permanently. And as an entrepreneur, I think the experience that I can speak of from what we can call as systemic blockages, really as a barrier to entry into the market, is that one, we're not trusted as young people to be competent enough to deliver on the services that we say we do. 2, from a pricing perspective, it becomes very difficult for us to convince some of the people in procurement and certain procurement departments in the FMCG companies or productions or etc. that we work with to trust us with the money that we're asking for.
The day also saw panel discussions on ideas around how young people can take up opportunities presented by various government agencies. The Harambe Youth Employment Accelerator formed part of the Indaba, with the organization's Dumi Motswatswe encouraging young people not to despair.
What I would do is maybe encourage young people to go into the SA Youth platform. It's got geo-mapping capabilities, which ensure that we can understand where you are and ensure that the employer partners who are on the system, over 2.5 of them on the system, can connect you, or rather the platform connects you to the right employer, an employer who's looking for who you are, the work that you have done, the skills that you possess. My encouragement would be to young people, even when you go into the SA Youth platform, don't just put the certification or the qualification you have. Outline all of your capabilities, whether you have volunteered here, you've taken care of a parent, a child. All of that matters, because employers currently are looking to hire well-rounded individuals.
The Indaba also saw public-private sector engagements, with concerns raised around youth with disabilities and graduates that are struggling to get employment. Youth Employment Services CEO Ravi Naidu says it's possible to turn the corner, and this will be possible through a strategic partnership that looks at solving for the youth.
Why do we find ourselves in a crisis is we need 1 million jobs a year. The private sector program like YES can do maybe 30 to 40,000, so it's an important part of it at the high quality side. But the government has to also work to ensure there's economic growth across the board. That's the only way you'll get everyone, all companies, people setting up their own businesses and so on at 1 million.
Minister Chikunga says change will come through intentional efforts in positioning young people for opportunities, with South Africa also looking to take advantage of the recently announced Transformation Fund in helping the youth and persons with disabilities. Government is looking to halve youth unemployment in 2030, with young people encouraged to visit youth agencies and the Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities for employment and empowerment opportunities, in also positioning young people for jobs of the future. Katlego Logodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.